If you want
User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Oh shit.
Someone just shot the Aquila. How could they?
User joined your channel.
You just fired a shot.
Yikes.
Taking another Theo dog tag.
Hey, why is your call sign Alpha
Sometimes
26?
I myself.
Mine
assume-
would
There we
be-
go.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
I have no idea. Hold on.
Hey,
Hey,
right?
you should look in your backpack.
Ember,
Search up.
for some reason, the first zoo
There it is.
slot kept like not working, so I had to just keep aborting and
Ready, check.
rejoining.
You want me to take the
Pretty
slot in the first
Yeah,
one?
see if it works. Yeah, see if it
Hey.
works.
Red Snake. Take my dog
Yeah.
tag.
Ready, check.
User
what's-
joined your
What's our
channel.
channel?
I'm a Charlie.
203.
Yeah, channel.
User left your channel.
Hey, Godsey, is it okay if I take the Melta?
Guess we should figure that out, Banana.
Don't you need a
Who's,
certification for that?
No, you don't need a certification for Melta.
No, yeah, it's in the
Just
board.
kind of looking around.
User
Oh,
joined
no.
your channel.
Melta, Jesus.
You're right there,
Always have
Fiend.
AT. Always have at least one AT. Long range AT and short range AT.
You know, sometimes I hate windows.
Psst. Which one's 2-1?
Fusion check.
Lima Charlie.
And we're gonna get merged into another group.
This is my
2-1. This one?
You ever play the
These
zombie
guys?
mod
Are
for
you guys
Half-Life
2-1?
1?
left.
Never played Half-Life. in my
Two
life.
four.
Two twos, man.
Half-Life 1
guys are
is
2-1.
not as good as Half-Life
here.
2 by
Two.
any stretch of the imagination.
2-1.
User
it's
joined your
still
channel.
I hear Half-Life 3 is amazing. If only it would come out.
I'll be right back.
Don't play with my feelings that way.
Yeah, there's a mod for Half-Life 1 that lets you play as a head crab.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
that's gonna be amazing.
It's just
Yeah,
that
it's
in the
actually
future,
pretty
like,
damn
during
good.
ops, if you, especially during
The only
Saturdays,
thing
they'll
that's
try
wrong
to
with
kick
it
you
is
if you
that
don't have your
it's
brain
short.
Son.
Yeah.
Hey, good news. Wait, no, come back.
Just
What's
extend
the
everything.
radio frequency we're on?
Talking to me, boy?
Big boy.
Who's asking?
Shuck.
204. 3.
204?
203. 203.
Okay. I guessed it right.
No, I'm
Hey.
User left your channel.
Yeah, we're at 203 because we got
The
merged
fuck?
into 204 in the last stop. Because there
You're
weren't
checking?
enough of us.
Because I wasn't there.
It's for some reason they never
Sorry.
fixed it. You
I had
technically
friends
joined
over.
Odyssey
Yeah, they just
2-2's
they just
group, it's
tossed
just
us
they
at Cry
moved
Leave and left
2
it at that.
whenever they fix it. So
Oh,
it's 2-2.
shit.
Like what they would do.
Oh, was this you talking about last platoon training?
No, there was an op the other day. Fun op.
We're gonna line
User
up.
Oh,
joined
okay.
your channel.
It was me and one other guy, or no, 2 other guys. Fiend was there, and I think it was Cation, maybe? No, Boards. Board Z.
You're,
That's it.
Veteran, so
One
Unless
second.
he's in
Yeah.
the wrong squad,
I
because
made
he's
it
a newbie.
2-1. You guys can join
Ah,
that. Just
Just touch my ass or McDougal's.
Again?
Just touch my ass or McDougal's.
touch your ass.
Yeah. Well.
Never
Just
forget how
join,
Michael
okay.
Jackson lost his
Already joined.
N-word
I'm back.
pass.
Steel. Is that your whole squad? Group today?
Basic same. Just join this club. Because, yeah. The ace meant you. Nope. You were in this club, yeah.
I should be in now.
Okay, on me. Either
Yep.
click Windows key, my asshole, or
Right, what?
Who's carrying extra rockets for Fiend?
User joined your channel.
But now I think it's nobody.
You might want to assign someone for that.
I mean, if anything, I'll do it.
I'm scared now that we're going to be engaging a lot of armor.
Huh.
You got a radio?
I wish our rockets are
No,
guided.
I'll do it.
There are guided rockets, but we're not allowed
User
to
joined your
use them.
channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this down. 201 guys.
I'm not sure if it's because they don't work or it's because of...
Oh,
We're not allowed to
our
use 'em.
rockets?
No, the guided rockets.
Oh. I don't know. I think they work. I think it's just
Uh,
OP.
I think I was
Check.
supposed to be 2-1, but considering I was talking to everybody, I think
Lima
I was
Charlie.
Right
Radio
here,
check.
right here.
If you're
I mean, I don't think the guide function would change
Predict.
anything that much.
We're 2-2.
That's the dick.
It's a semi-automatic rocket launcher. It's only
fully
2
automatic.
shots, but yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
Oh,
automatic.
wait.
Like, come on.
I took the wrong fucking one.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Oh shit.
For fuck.
That's just a
Yeah,
random
go
bomb.
jutsu. 1,000 years of pain.
Directing traffic today, gentlemen? Is it just me, or are there a lot of... Okay, now there's only
Worry
one.
about it.
there were like 5
Yeah, did you
Theos.
get the,
for a second.
quad yet?
Don't worry about it.
Is that what they were joking about?
Look at my dick. Look at my dick. Look Windows key. Standard action.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, now it's
I
working.
got like 2.
I've been
I feel
trying
like
to
we need to have a
install
User
sensitivity
joined
class.
your channel.
Pass for the
Yes.
past like 5 minutes. Pass-
Isn't there like only
Yeah, a
one
little
woman
bit.
in the
I'm sorry to say.
entire 700?
It's hat tight.
I mean, there are like 20 in the entirety of Arma, it feels like, so.
And
Yeah,
Hatuni
yeah,
is
for
one of
sure,
them.
for
I
sure.
don't know about anyone else.
I
thought-
Y'all do have your
No Hitsune.
squad freaks, right?
We
Yes.
do, yeah.
Hey, Firm.
Oh, yeah, that
Okay.
I used
Also,
to think Liru was
I
a
want
woman.
everyone. 1 second. Just give me a second. I'm gonna set it up.
Oh, one?
User
Alright.
left your User channel. joined your channel.
Make sure you tell him
User
that next
joined
time we
your
have his
channel.
op. This Saturday, actually.
I actually did say that in a Saturday off with Liru as the Zeus.
How fucked
I
did you
said
get?
No, he wasn't looking at us. What happened was
Lima
we were
Charlie.
running around. I went, Liru is a dude, and then everyone told me to shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, I
that-
remember that vaguely.
And then I
Liru
told
is a
everyone,
dude.
yeah, I told everyone it's perfectly fine. Liru is busy doing something else. He can't hear shit.
No, I
And
watched this
everybody
video and
got-
it came through loud and clear.
And everybody kept on saying, shut the fuck up. They started saying it even louder then.
Well, just because they didn't want to get burned.
I'll be right back.
If a single shot had gone in our direction
Alright, everyone lock
within
it up.
10 minutes of that,
Lock it up, please. Alright, so guys, everyone go ahead and huddle around the campfire. Make sure it's a big enough circle that you're not in the center. And then we're going to go over basic advanced medical here in a second. So make sure you're spread out a bit. Alright, Vakin, you're up. Don't do a full circle, just double up behind someone. There you go.
Just to sit like
User
that.
joined your channel.
Wait a bit as I see you have more people.
User joined your channel.
Give it a little bit.
User in your channel timed out.
Make sure you can hear me from where you are.
Oh, hi, Firefox.
Yep.
Nah, it's cool.
make sure you're on yelling.
I am on yelling, I'm just not talking. Waiting for some people to get here. Also, Kill, I see you checking out Fiend over there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, stop.
Something go horrifically wrong?
Alright, we're gonna go over advanced medical. You all should know advanced medical, or at least the basics of it, but some of you people don't, and that's fine. You may have never been taught, you may never have learned. Hopefully, hopefully it's because you joined and did recruitment when there's basic. Hopefully it wasn't because you didn't pay attention during advanced when we went over it. But sometimes you forget, that's okay. Big thing we'll go over, not just advanced medical, but being a first responder. You have to understand, medics are there. They do their job greatly. They do their job amazingly, no matter how stressful or confusing it can be at sometimes. But no, medics aren't there just to be the one to stabilize you. All of you should stabilize your fellow guardsmen, your fellow trooper. It's not just the medic's job. The only difference between the medic and you is the medic can see numbers and give blood, as well as being trained in other aspects. But you, as troopers, still should know and be prepared to stabilize people around you. The medic can't always be there. You might have two medics, mostly in the squad, but more than half the time, I've seen there'll only be one on or none. You have to just know how to stabilize. We'll go over the most important tool when it comes to medical. as many of you know, and that's the tourniquet. Can someone tell me what the tourniquet cannot go on?
Head or
The
torso?
head.
Head
Head and torso.
Head and torso, perfect. What does the tourniquet do? Does someone want to tell me?
Stops
the
bleeding.
blood flow.
Stops bleeding.
and prevents medicine and
Prevents
checking
medicine.
blood pressure.
Yeah.
And pulse.
So I want y'all to go ahead and hit H. You'll see limbs. You should know the medical menu. Tourniquets. When stabilizing something, tourniquets are very helpful. They don't take that long to put on, and they stop bleeding. Just right off the bat. If you don't use tourniquets and you're patching one arm, the other arm's going to be bleeding if it's injured. So make sure you use tourniquets. You can't tourniquet, as someone mentioned, the torso or head. So when you
User
arrive
joined your
at a person,
channel.
tourniquet, please don't set me as deceased.
User left your channel.
Make sure you tourniquet any limbs that are injured. That can be the arms or the legs. And from there, just heal the body parts. We don't have stitching on our servers. What that means is knowing which bandages to take is very simple. Honestly, just take elastics. In all honesty, it's just fast. It's a simple bandage that's pretty well good overall. Just slap elastics on it to heal it. You all know this, correct? You should know it. Does anyone have any questions on the very simplistic things of advanced medical? Good. The next thing I've noticed, do remember, this is advanced, it's not basic. Epinephrine doesn't instantly get you up anymore. I've seen plenty of times where people have gone and just popped an epi in a person and then left them. As troopers, you have to be careful, especially careful with the auto-injectors. As a medic, if you all would go ahead and check your blood pressure or pulse, as a medic, if I check my pulse, I see a number. I see 79. If you were to check it, you either see high, normal, or low. That means you guys can't be very specific about what drugs you use. You can't know exactly when the tipping point is. Remember, stabilize. Again, that's the point of the medic and the point of the trooper. You guys can stabilize, medics can get people up. As a trooper, it is possible for you to do it if you know you're doing without the numbers, which, you know, are just some simple medicine that can get someone up, like morphine just getting rid of the pain. But again, you don't see numbers, so you're not going to be too specific. So you're going to not want to risk it unless it's a last ditch scenario, like all the medics are down. So just stabilize them, get them in a safe position, and move it to medic. I think I tell all my medics, and even as a trooper, you should know this. When stabilizing someone, don't do it out in the open. See someone down, I teach this all during the basic trainings. If you see someone out in the open, don't just run at them. Check your corners, check everywhere. Once you know it's 100% safe, all the way up from where you are to the point where they are, that's the point to where you can move or drag someone. But do note, when dragging or moving someone, it makes they bleed out a lot faster. Dragging isn't too bad, and usually, as long as there's a medic on standby, dragging them for a long distance, you can get them back, but make it short distances.
You can also pop a smoke.
Yeah, pop and smoke, that also works.
User joined
But
your
make sure
channel.
you don't pop smoke on you. Remember, pop smoke in the distance you're trying to cover, not on top of you, or else you can't see anything. And Zeus's love to run an AI right through the smoke. Is that for everyone, or is that just for Firefox?
That's for Firefox.
Good for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Hearing you. Sorry, I was yawning.
Good. The main idea of this is trying to get across the point that you guys need to stabilize, are able to stabilize. It isn't just the medic who's able to do that. Don't try. It's just the medic that's able to do that. Now, very quickly, we're gonna just go over the simple things of the medicine if you want to wear, and this is just so you as troopers know what it does. You have a lot. You have 4 medicine types. You have morphine, atropine, epinephrine, and adenosine. Atropine and adenosine are basically the same, so I'll just call it atropine because it's easier for me to pronounce. So you have morphine. Morphine is the one drug you need to be careful of. It's an important thing. Morphine, as many of you know, gets rid of the pain. It's what you use a lot to get rid of the pain on you. But a lot of people don't know is it lowers blood pressure as well. So if you go over and morphine someone while they're low on blood, it can end in a bad situation, even leading to a cardiac arrest. And my medics here can probably give you a little hint at how horrible dealing with cardiac arrests are. It's not our fault if you die. At that point, it's just chance. And hopefully the Emperor protects. So morphine, it gets rid of pain, it lowers blood pressure, and as well it lowers heart rate. Epinephrine is the exact opposite on the heart rate level. It increases heart rate. Which that is why a lot of medics do use epinephrine to get people up. But again, as I mentioned, you guys can't see numbers, you can see words. If it is someone, you do see someone like a low heart rate, it might be safe to pop an epinephrine, but still be careful. Again, last ditch scenarios, there's not a medic up. If you see low heart rate, you can do epinephrine. If you see a high heart rate, you can do atropine, which just lower heart rate. Atrazine and atropine are basically morphine, but they don't get rid of pain, and they don't lower blood pressure. They just lower heart rate. That's why you don't see medics carrying it often, but we do have it just in case at times. Does anyone have any questions on the drugs? Does anyone have any questions overall on the medical system? I make sure I'm yelling if you're asking it.
I have a question.
Send it.
I took out tourniquets a while ago because we were told they were useless. Should I go grab some more?
Tourniquets
Grab some.
are your most important thing. Go grab them right now.
You will never not use them.
Hey, Dinkle.
I would gladly like to know who told you tourniquets are useless, but don't worry about it now.
That was probably
back
during the
when we
basic.
If it was during the basic, then that's the answer. We switched to advanced, but it's fine now. Go ahead and grab them.
Yeah.
What's your PTS, Stagger?
Happens if you morphine and epi yourself at the same time.
So that's what us
Alright.
medics do. That's what we do a lot. Morphining someone lowers their. What we do a lot is what you guys usually do when we give you morphine, or you guys give yourself morphine. If you morphine yourself, your heart rate lowers. If you epi it, it counteracts that lowerage of the heart rate, but it doesn't counteract the lowerage of the blood pressure. That's why we want you guys to be careful when it comes to morphining people when they're down. Because remember, it doesn't counteract the blood pressure. Usually, there's a 10-minute timer we go by. You will be fine without having to use epinephrine. If you morphine yourself, wait 10 minutes before giving yourself another morphine. That's kind of how long it takes for the effect to die down. And you can just counteract that by watching the heart rate and doing just a morphine and epi. Reason we say be careful is because you guys can't see numbers like we can. And the last thing we want you guys doing is going to a cardiac arrest because they suck.
Oh, cool. I'll grab one.
Yes, Kaishin?
So, what about surgical kits and packs? I just saw someone bring it up earlier in the side chat.
Surgical kits, as I mentioned, surgical kits are off. There's no point in having them currently. If we ever do put surgical kits on, that's a whole nother discussion, which we will definitely need to go into. But we don't have them, so you guys don't have to worry about wound reopenage. That's why I also say you only need elastics. Someone mentioned packs. Packs are I believe, only currently givable by medics. Unknown if it'll turn to them. I believe the use on the server, it depends. They actually swapped it time to time. Usually, they're one use. What packs do is packs, we say it's a cure-all. It's a cure-all at a very big downside. A downside is it takes a long time. Mainly we use it for fixing broken limbs or last-ditch scenarios like cardiac arrest. If I come over to Zach here, right, and he has broken limbs, but he's fully healed, that pack will only take about 30 seconds. I come over to Dream. He's fully wounded, red everywhere, low blood pressure, everything. It'll probably take me 5 minutes to give him a pack. Within 2 minutes, I could have him fully stabilized and fixed and up. Yes, packs are worth carrying at least. For troopers, you guys don't need to carry them. You can't use them in the first place. For medics, that's where you're asking, Pira. Yes, carry 1 or 2 because sometimes when it comes to armor, people you can have them fully stabilized, they just won't get up. Yes, Snake.
It's a practical upon the morphine and epi. If you yourself gave yourself a morphine to get rid of pain, and you start hearing your heart rate, then it's about okay to give yourself an epinephrine. Then, later, 10 minutes later, if you need another morphine, then you can give yourself another one.
Your PTS fire?
Rebellion. You know you can wear the chest piece, right?
I'm not a senior medic.
Alright, they're
so-
talking next to me. I don't
You're
want
a
to disturb.
corporal. It's for the
You go ahead and talk
non-commissioned
over.
officers.
Alright.
Alright, so I put on the white chest
basically-
piece then.
I was
Yep.
basically a statement. Sorry, I'm kind of off, but for medics, basically, this is what I've seen a lot of: is that troopers will just leave medics to do their own thing without helping, even if the medic's right next to them, screaming in their ear, saying "Help me!" Stabilize people. So basically, if a medic's screaming at you to help him stabilize a patient, especially if it's your squad lead, I mean, not all of you need to come help, but at least one or two of you need to come in.
I can cover this when it comes
Assist
to
a
this
little
thing.
bit.
I'll cover that right now because that's a good point. This also falls into the line of the only difference between you and a medic is medics can see numbers and give blood. A lot of times, medics will need help. If they're asking for help, the way I like to say it, and this kind of gets touchy, so take it with a slight grain of salt, but when it comes to patients, medics are in charge. When it comes to strategy, keeping the squad alive and everything, your squad leader's in charge. Follow your squad leader's orders over your medics. That's how you guys should be. But do note, if you're doing nothing good, if you don't have a very important sector to cover or clear, listen to the medic and at least help them if they're asking for help. It may just be providing quick CPR. It may just be slapping of 1 or 2 bandages or doing some quick thing that can just save the person's life. Another thing, I mentioned CPR. That's another good topic. Do note, correct me if I'm wrong, Dean, but you shouldn't give CPR unless they have in cardiac arrest because it can harm them. Is that correct, Dean? Or
Can
I
cause
do
a
not know.
bruise. I believe it can cause a bruise on the chest, but bruises do not bleed, and they generally can't be fixed except for Vipax. So it's a weird thing.
yes.
Does
So let's say
I don't think the
Say again?
bruise affects them all that much due to the
It
fact
doesn't.
that we don't have stamina implemented.
Yeah. Who had a question?
Bruises cause pain is the main.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be
Keisha, another
chugging
question.
down morphine.
What was your question?
In regards to, I know troopers will barely ever use a spud. In regards to blood bags, which ones are we using? Like actual blood, saline, or whichever the other one was?
Okay, so I will tell
Plasma.
you first, biggest myth, blood spoiling. Blood doesn't spoil. Biggest myth when it comes to medics. The difference between what I've been told is blood goes in slower than plasma, but plasma will take slightly longer to wake people up once they're stabilized.
It's the reverse. Plasma goes in the slowest, blood's normal, saline's quickest, but saline's trash, don't use it.
Don't use saline. Don't use saline. Your choice. Use plasma or blood. It's whatever you prefer. Saline,
Right up.
don't use it. It goes in fast and it comes out fast.
I have a question.
Send it.
You mean spider?
Whoever just said they
I
have a
said send it.
question, so...
All right. Does CPR reset the death timer or add time to the death timer?
We don't. When it comes down to it, the only time you need to use CPR is if they're under cardiac arrest. That's the only time you need CPR, if they're having a cardiac arrest. And what CPR does is it will have a chance of bringing a heart rate back. It's a chance of, like, I don't know the percentages, but it's a chance of bringing the heart rate back. The only way to get someone back from a cardiac arrest is CPR or PAC.
One more.
Send it.
Right. Is there a way to tell if someone has lost a pulse, whether or not they've respawned already?
If you see their weapon out of their hand, that means they're dead. They're gone.
You just have to know what the difference between the ragdoll and the unconscious is. And sometimes it'll be tricky Because sometimes, usually, most of the time, the gun's out of their hand. But sometimes, very rare cases, they literally ragdoll and are down just like they look like when they're unconscious. But usually, when you treat people, they flip over, like their body flips over as you're providing medical.
Also, another way to check it is click on interactions on the body and then move down. And if it says you have an option to drag or carry, that means they're still among the living. On a dead body, you can't get that option.
Any other PTSs or questions? No. So just quick, when it comes to stabilizing a person, tourniquet their limbs. Try your best to stop the bleeding by tourniqueting the limbs. Then treat the torso and head with your bandages. And that's, if once they stop bleeding, that's basically the best you can do, unless they're stable enough to on blood to start working with the auto injectors, which honestly most of the time they won't be. So we just, as a medic, want to say stay away from it, just in case you end up screwing with them. But the best you can do is, and you should practice doing it and get good at doing it, is when you see a person down, stabilize them. A lot of times, I don't know when it was, I remember I had an op where I saw plenty of troopers walking right by down people. The only time to stop to look is to say, hey, does this guy have an extra grenade on him I can use? Try to help the medics out as best as you can. Because again, there's only so few of us. Usually 1, 2 if you're lucky in your squad, if you have enough online. Most of the time, 1 or none. So just get used to stabilizing. Stabilize, pull in the cover, and get them in a position where a medic can be safe by spending their time providing blood and any other needs that a medic can do and you can't. Any questions on that? Yes, Cry?
What about purple smoke? Like, for an example, say, mass cast scenario, your medic's down and he can't radio in on the medical net. Are you allowed to loot the medic's body and either pick up the radio to call in a mass cast over the net and look for purple smoke to toss down? Or are you not allowed to do that?
When it comes to that, as a medic, in scenarios like that, I can say, when scenarios like that, if your medic is down and you have no way to communicate, yes, that's permittable. Most of the time, just pick it up. You don't even have to pick up the radio. Come into our medical frequency. Don't stay on it unless you have a situation like this. 33, TAC 3, and say, hey, Maz, Kaz, blah, blah, blah. One of the medics, unless it's a massive fusion, will be there and help guide you through calling in it correctly and getting this over there.
Most of the time, this situation would fall under your squad lead's jurisdiction because they have different spokes with them. And they would have the authority to grab a purple smoke, throw it, and then they normally radio it over long range. And once it hits long range, then it'll filter out to the medics.
Yeah. Just note, when it comes to purple smoke, how we usually respond is we see purple smoke, we try our best to get eyes on it, see if there are any people around it. Probably the most we'll ever do is send 1 person or 2 people over there to verify, if anything, but we don't respond instantly. Because Zeus's like to throw purple smoke, AI like to throw purple smoke. We don't want medics running out there and responding to a freaking enemy ambush. It'll happen. But we usually radio it in. If no one responds, we send someone to 1 person investigate, or if people have binocs, get eyes on it. Also, another note: keep a medic company. A lot of times, medics we try our best while we're treating people, keep 360, but we're in a menu. We're in a menu for most of our, like for 50% of the op, we're in a menu. A lot of times, we need someone providing security. And please make sure my medics don't do this. Make sure they have a battle buddy when they go. Go ahead and let a medic know if he's trying to be the first to clear a building. Go, I got this. You stay back. Not like stay back behind you. Medics can clear buildings, but they shouldn't be the first in. What happens when the medic goes down? Someone tries to retrieve that medic, that person goes down. Ever seen a pair of dominoes falling? Any questions?
I've seen dominoes fall where they hit a big domino and everything falls.
Snake back to your corner.
I think the ducks in a row analogy is more accurate.
Do I have any questions overall about anything relating to medics, medical, etc.?
Or lemmings, rather.
I do have a See, due to the fact that our place in squad is a more important one as it is, that's why we use the white rifles. They have a 10 times zoom on them, so that we could support from a longer distance if necessary. That way we can be in the back of the squad instead of being on the front lines.
Okay. I have a quick question about blood, if I may.
Send it.
If a trooper is patching a downed medic and the medic needs blood, can the trooper take blood from the medic and give it to him?
Thank you for reminding me. This is a good point. When it comes to the medical system, what happens when you treat someone, it uses whatever's in their inventory first before it uses yours. So coming down to a medic, it will have blood with them. Do you know? I'm pretty sure only medics can give blood.
Medics can only give blood.
Yeah, only currently medics can give blood.
Need med perms to even see.
Any other questions you guys have before we begin?
Not a question, but I don't remember if it was gone over or not. But be sure to ask a medic before you. Be sure to ask a medic before you take anything from us. Like
Alright, so before we start this exercise, I'm going to pick a couple people to do a live
Why do you have
exercise.
antivirus?
So,
Yeah.
Spider...
Yeah, can I say something real quick?
What's up?
At any point, no one is to take anything from the medic's backpack. Due to the fact that we're trying to keep inventory of it and eye on all our troopers that we're tending for. And if you come by, open up our back and take, like, you know, a couple of bandages, we could be counting that in our head and then get to a situation where it's like, oh, well, crap, I'm out of this. How did I run out of this?
Gotcha. Alright,
Unless
so...
you get approval from the medic to leave his bag.
Coin, come up here with me. Stego, come up here with me. Nicro, come up here with me. Stay, get in line, please. Coin, are you there? Alright. Come over here next to them. Alright, so, medics, stay out of this. Alright, troopers, get to work.
When it comes to healing people, the one thing I'll say is
why does somebody have a
communicate.
Alright. Taking on Coin.
Fiend working on Coin.
Two ladies dead.
Working on Nicro. Getting his right leg.
Left
Coin's head is healed.
Make sure everyone else is pulling
Coin, are you up?
Hi, Nicro.
I was just
Right.
about to slow.
Yep.
Get a little spacing, boys.
Gilbert's working on him. Removing, trying to get.
One big fire rock will kill mini Grug.
Stego.
Alright, thank you. A little bit better spacing. Good. One person per. Good, good, good. Let's take a look.
A little better.
Alright, where's the other one? Coin and Homeboy. Stego. Let's take a look at you.
I like how Stego and
Good.
Coin literally went into the 360 as soon as they got back up.
Yep,
That was
that's
actually
good.
pretty good.
Alright. Form back up, guys. Get back in your lines.
Alright.
Alright, Ember, do you have the TP pole ready? Is this it?
Where's my cry leaf?
Yes, it is. Alright, cool. Thank you.
Right, everybody make a line.
I'm here. Hi, hello. Oh, there you are.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please go to the teleport pole to LZ Beppis right behind you. I don't care
Yeah,
what
set yourself a
faction
grain.
it is, go to
Right, let's go.
Beppis into the teleport pole behind you. Go, go.
LZ Beppis.
Through the teleport pole, gentlemen.
Two Beppis we.
Yep.
Geronimo.
That's fine. Pull 360, please. Alright, squad lead. So, the basics are that we are going into a town that is the headquarters of a very dangerous crime syndicate / rogue trader operation. You guys and your objective will be to go into the town, observe the civilians, look into vehicles, try and find any drugs, confiscate those drugs, and make the town a better place. This is a war on crime, boys. Not all day, every day will we be shooting orcs and stuff. It is fun, but sometimes we will have to go ahead and observe. Now, this crime syndicate / rogue trader operation is called the Black Suns. They usually wear dark armor, so be aware of that. Other than that, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to start loading up the vehicles, and you will want to talk to the civilians. Don't go through the town too quickly. Please take basically, once you approach the town, dismount, and then go ahead and walk into it and patrol. This is going to be kind of slow beginning, but it will pick up after you guys, do a good job at confiscating some drugs. All right, good luck. Squad leads, do your job.
Squad leads on this net.
What net?
200.
Coin, you have a battle buddy yet?
The Platoon net, Godsey.
I've been squad here for like a week.
Go ahead and
Okay, fair. I'll give you that.
I'm assuming I'm going to be Alpha's personal medic for this op again. But since excluding Dean, we only have 2 medics.
Radio check, 2-1.
We didn't get moving yet?
Nice to see you again.
I'll be your battle buddy, Coin.
Like how there's some 360, but you know, one big
I'm on
grenade
200.
right here might not be great.
You wanna talk again?
What's the frequency?
Oh, for 2-1?
Yeah.
201. 201.
Give me a minute.
Saying 201 to be rude or anything.
Radio
It's
check.
not rude to me.
What the fuck? My radio got changed.
Spider.
Rip.
Now will be
Yep.
twice
Oh, there we go.
to make sure your
There we go.
ultimate is
Sorry, just got back on the
201.
net. My radio got borked.
Get in the third warthog.
Same here.
Copy that, mounting up.
2-3
Also, you're
radio
fine with
check.
us taking the lead for it.
Lane Charlie.
Okay.
Wait for him.
Let's see. That's a 3-man, and then that holds about 8.
There's nothing in this town. Not even civilians.
Carlos, how many men you got?
9.
I think we're all gunners.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, I have 2 additional troopers want to join me. I'll send one to you and one goes to me then. We have 10 then. Cap.
You'll
Yeah, no
be
shit.
fine. You'll
I mean, we're the Imperium of men. Killing civilians is kind of what we do.
Come on.
Got a very relaxed.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, but not when they're Imperial citizens, you know?
Did I touch your dick?
Just fire.
I mean, remember that one time where a Tau woman holding her
We're gonna be
baby
in the first
was trying
And
to
then
talk
everyone
to an
around it, because no one
Ultramarine,
can see them.
convincing him of how his Emperor wouldn't want this, and then
Blue
Countess
team in the front,
Sicarius
Vic,
ran
red team
by
in
and
the back,
stomped her
Vic.
head in.
Or you
What-
come with
when?
Yeah, but that's for filthy
Is it
Xenos.
both?
Vic, alright?
Ah, never read that.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have
Okay,
to.
never mind. We're
But it
bouncing.
really does sound like fucking what Sectaris was there.
So, is the rest of
Also,
the
we only have one driver.
is the rest of the squad in the back, Vic?
Where the fuck am I going?
If you start taking drugs, I'll see
Are you fucksicles in the 4th Warthog?
Who's ever in the passenger seat?
Yes, they are.
The 3rd Warthog is the 3rd Warthog that we can use. The 1st Warthog has a gun on it. Only 3 people can get in there.
So where's Platoon?
I don't think we have.
Sorry.
Hey, Rebellion, I blame you because I followed you.
I think you guys on the back have to swap into the inner
I'm
seats.
just a medic. I don't know how to count. I failed geometry.
I'm a medic underneath you.
2-1's all mounted up. Oh, sorry. I meant geology. My bad.
There you go, there you go.
So, everybody in, yes?
But yeah,
Yeah.
Tau woman
Right, two
was
freeze ready to go.
talking to the an Ultramarine that was killing all of her friends, and she said, "Is this really what your beloved Primarch would really want?" Countess Sicarius appeared, said yes, and then stomped her chest in.
This is blue, yes.
What are you reading?
That's my fault.
Official lore from the Black Library.
If they were Eldar, however.
Who was it wrote by? That's the question.
You have a GPS, right?
What's
Here,
this?
I'll paint a nice white line for you.
That guy's ready for a fucking party.
Somebody's gonna be hitting up the drugs we confiscate.
There we go.
And
You've all got a firing port. Make sure you use it once we get in town.
Yes, Spider. Secure driving. I want you to keep at least 30 meters between us and the first subject.
Got it.
Everyone ready to head out?
2-4 set. 2-3 is ready.
2-1 set. This is 2-1 rolling out.
I wonder
Alright,
if I
go.
ran that warthog, it'd injure that medic.
Tell your drivers to maintain at least a 20 meter spacing. 20 meter spacing.
20 meter
20
spacing.
meters, apparently not 30. Also, there's a random civilian.
Remember to set the speed. Is this civilian or is it Titus?
Probably both.
It's Titus, yep. Oh, it's Banana Man. Do you guys remember Banana Man?
No.
Banana Man was the fucking greatest.
I have no idea who Banana Man is, and I'm afraid to ask.
He was a civilian in an up. We had to bring a supply drop to a friendly city of civilians.
Convoy. Or something about it. No anyway.
No way.
No anyway. Probably it's the lost car. By the looks
Nope,
of it.
the first warthog was flying in the sky.
Oh really?
Yep.
Nice.
It just came down.
Awesome.
But yeah, Banana Man was, we had to bring a supply drop into a city, and the supply drop was a bunch of crates. I remember it because I was driving the fucking supply truck. We drove it in, and we started unloading the supply crates, and it was just bananas. It was all bananas.
That's fucking great.
And Banana Man actually started screaming at everyone, threatening us because he said one of his bananas was missing. And some guy walked up to me and said, "Here, hold this for me." I looked at my backpack and there's a fucking banana in there.
Fucking nice boy.
What's happening in the did somebody
They
shoot
hit
somebody?
The civilian.
We gotta set up colors or just leave it for now?
Did someone hit a civilian? Is that real?
Yeah, someone hit a civilian all the way back there.
It's fucking hilarious.
So now, if you're carrying rockets with the rocket launcher, you go red. If not, you go blue. Since I'm pretty much the only one who have rockets with a rocket launcher, and I'm already yellow, well...
Another civilian was arguing with them.
I don't think you sent anyone to go to pick up any extra rockets. It's just you.
We should just have
Yeah, I know.
Spider and Shock go red.
Oh,
That
the
way
civilian
it's
was like
3
this.
and 2 for the teams.
Spider's got
fair
the
enough,
bolter.
pretty much.
Spider's got the stemmer anyway, so yeah.
I've never been.
Keishan, are you acting as a medic?
Okay, we're moving again. Let's go.
I am, yes.
Just go ahead and go green then.
What is happening back there? Oh, God. That's absolutely Banana Man.
You hit my brother!
Oh god, this gives me flashbacks to the time when I accidentally shot Death Creek Sergeant in the face.
Cool, nice.
Oh,
Oh, what?
God, you did not.
His friend wasn't happy at me.
No shit.
I reckon.
What did I just hit?
He's a ghost. Damn it! I keep hitting all the wrong buttons today.
No comment.
Don't press any buttons, problem solved.
We can be going a lot faster than this. What are we doing?
Convoy speed.
Yeah, what is it at? Like
Convoy
12?
speed is not. It's like 18 kilometers.
Yeah, it should be like 25.
Okay. Also, we need to keep it
We're rolling at like 10 or something, aren't we?
Should be. We have warbucks for Christ's sake.
Oh no! Oh
Why
no!
are we stopped already?
You should shoot him, Krylov.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What did they find?
There's a civilian in the road.
There's a
Oh boy.
Spoken.
He's a heretic, shoot him.
If he doesn't get out of the road, you should be able to arrest him and move him.
Tell them over the radio that interfering with
You want me to go over there and run his ass over?
No.
Guys, get off the road. Pull off the side, please.
Yeah, put it aside.
Oh, we're moving
He
now.
gets
Anything
warning
feel to
shot.
the left.
Yeah, they want spacing. Spacing, spacing, spacing. If that guy gets hit by an IED, we're gonna go down with him.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, no, civilian.
Hello.
Hello.
Why the fuck are they all running across the road?
Man too, goddamn.
Fucking lunatics.
That looks a little heretical.
No, you know
This
what?
town is
You know what?
fucking
They're
crazy,
corn
I'm
ain't cultists. Corn does not care from where the blood flows.
That's a nice truck.
Is that heresy in here?
Should we search the vehicle?
It's shit, but it's nice.
I don't think it's quite heresy.
Can we not stop right next to the truck, please?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please, my ID senses are screaming.
Yeah, yeah, in the court. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, oh,
Holy shit!
Are you dismounting?
Before I know how they
Yeah,
can stop.
let's go. Out.
Alright.
I want these.
Everybody for 360. Leave the thing here.
On me, stay with me, board. I told you my buddies to stay with me, because if you go down, I'm
Yeah,
right.
park it better.
Yep.
Building clear.
Usually
Is anyone else clearing buildings, or is it just us?
I told red and blue to clear buildings. Pick different buildings, please.
Copy. Let's clear the building. I'm right behind you.
Blue's clearing the two-story blue. Red clear the.
Did we clear this building?
Yellow.
No.
Yep.
They're pushing up.
Shit, by the way. Make sure the area is clear.
Coborn's pushing up to the white truck. I'm gonna check it.
Let's
Gotcha.
If I had known we were doing this, I would have brought man stoppers.
right now.
I don't want to initiate a squad
The
check.
fuck?
Clear.
As it is, if I find an enemy, it's going to be painful for all of us.
But you got the amputators?
Nothing but amputators.
Truck is clear.
Alright.
Room clear.
Building is clear.
Truck is clear.
This is Cable. Be advised, the double-story blue building.
You make sure you mark everything on the map, by the way.
Garage is fine.
Do you want us to clear the whole town northwest or just this area?
Do you see the box?
Say again?
See the box on the map?
Clear the whole map. Gotcha.
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
So
Whole box needs to be clear.
We might want to bring more guys.
Right, everybody, we're gonna push northward and start clearing the town around us.
Come on. We'll go this way.
What about the west? Is somebody covering that?
Not that I know about. We'll get to it eventually.
There's not much west. It's probably just going to be the squad of two guys.
2-4 blue team. Come with me and coin. Blue
Make sure you got the buttons, buddy, at all times.
Spread it out a little bit.
Alright, we're gonna go northeast because this squad's right here.
Find a building that's not being taken. Also, you're free to set additionals. You know that, right?
Did not know that.
Dirks.
Not dirt. Get it right.
Yeah, trooper, make sure to mark that building.
Going upstairs.
Friendly coming in. Rear. South.
You haven't taken any yet. Calm down.
Checking left side. Clear.
Ah, shit.
Opening north
You
door.
check the right side.
We got a civvy out to the north of the building. Civvy outside the building to the north.
Gotcha. Get over him, don't shoot the fucker. Just leave him be.
Looks like he has a satchel.
I don't know why, but I don't like that church.
Like a satchel charge or a purse?
Like a purse.
Oh, you should like that church. That's the church of the God Emperor of Mankind. You will like that or I will shoot you.
Right here. 1 moment.
Well, it could be heresy inside of the church.
Yeah, make
That's
sure
a
you
good
keep
point.
those things people
That's a
up.
very good point. Let's go check out that fucking church.
Yeah. I'll fall in behind you.
Enemies coming out front.
Most important building in the entire place. Oh, gunshots.
Gunfire.
Really? I'm not hearing anything.
What's eastbound? That's kind of far, though. Yep.
Rebellion splitting up from the rest of the squad.
No, I'm attention.
Okay. One upstairs.
Got you back.
Balcony.
You confiscate the drugs. Come on.
They're just going to get the church.
Building clear. Oh wait, we got one.
Don't think we can answer it.
Check that one. That's clear. Because we saw it from our end. Shots are coming northeast.
Shots northeast.
Bearing 55.
You might pull up if you said this by accident, by the way.
The church is just a model. No way to get inside.
Roger that.
Said church, right?
Cashin, turn around. Keep an eye on me real quick.
There's an armed man in front of the church.
Southwest side of the church.
What do you mean?
There's some guy by the church, a civilian, quote unquote, with a gun.
Where?
Like right in front of the church, northeast of the church somewhere, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Alright guys, I want you to
You mean the church where everyone is?
Yes. No, the other squad's got this covered. Let's keep clearing buildings.
Being fired upon.
Take cover.
Are we clear to return fire?
Now you are, yes.
The pop smoke again, Cody.
Did they not have the proper currency?
You guys see that guy?
Yep.
Fiend, don't push out so far.
Fiend, get out there.
There's a heretic east of the church.
Are you good?
Wearing heretic armor and everything.
Shucka blue.
I'm good.
Who is I?
Ouch, this has got to important.
What the fuck?
I'm back up, boys.
Alright, heretic east of the church is dead. Let's clear buildings.
I need friendly bodies on me.
This is Kilburn pushing into one building. On the east side of the street. Right.
You got my leg when I was
Alright, go.
Moving. Doorway is left closed. Wait, back one is open. Smoke the shit.
Stay inside. As far as you can see.
Not as far as I can see, but it's smoked as shit.
Alright,
Let's check
let's
this.
Marking the church is clear to avoid
confusion. Breaching. Pushing through.
Go.
Room clear.
Alright, let's go.
Both of them were,
through this park right here.
Yeah, here, let me,
Medical is inside, okay?
Friendly in the back, friendly in the back, friendly in the back. It's clear. Friendly coming out back. We got another house right out here.
Alright, let's check that house and get move on.
Yep. Breaching.
Okay.
Breaching. Clear. Building clear.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's mark it real quick.
Fuck it, I'm going.
We cleared a couple houses.
There we go. Okay, let's push back up north and regroup.
Yeah.
Oh.
On fire. Let's move.
Moving.
Alpha just killed fucking Theo.
Alright then. Never mind. Disregard.
Alright, blue team push up. We're gonna clear these houses right here. Hey, we got a truck to our north.
This is blue team pushing in from the south.
Clear.
Good copy.
Be aware. Be advised. You got a civilian running to the south. He just ran across the street.
Hey, Red. I want you to rally on.
Breathe.
Whoa.
You guys alright?
Left.
Oh my god! Get the cover.
Exit out the back.
Pushing into the building.
Anyone advised on that master discharge? It went south, but don't know where it came from.
Clearing left.
Just checked the building. There's nothing here.
Clear.
Alright.
Mark it.
Let's go. We're moving up to your position time now.
Yep.
Shells northeast.
Let's clear this one right here.
I think this one's clear.
Yep,
You
pushing
taking
by,
them out?
pushing by, pushing by.
Yeah.
Yes, yes it is.
I believe all these houses are cleared, guys. I think all these houses are cleared.
This one right here hasn't been marked.
Okay. I'll move up.
Might not be clear then.
Hopping.
Hey, if we push down this road, these haven't all been cleared.
Door's closed, so don't worry about it just yet.
Right behind you, Fiend.
I think there's a team up here.
Is there? If
Yeah,
there's a
there's-
team up
yeah,
here,
yeah.
they didn't
Look,
mark
look,
their
look, look,
fucking building.
No, they're holding.
Guys, make sure you mark your buildings. Checking the garage. Okay, garage is clear.
Right in front of you, Cation.
Hey, let's go. Shuck, come with me. Let's go check these buildings over to the west, guys.
Please.
We'll be seeing more heretics from here on out. Be careful. Right behind you.
I've already cleared this building, so let's go
Yep.
to the next one.
Left, right.
Blue team is moving over to the western buildings from our squad's current location. Who just what?
I blew the fucking door
Right.
down. What an
Room
entryway.
clear. Stairs.
There are civilians just lying on the ground. Make sure you don't accidentally shoot the fuck out of them.
Pushing through.
Good.
Clear. Mark the building.
Okay, good. Check the other one.
I believe this is the right one. Yeah, it is.
Let's check the next one.
Yep. Pushing down. 2 friendlies coming out. Got a nice little brown house. Got a brown house and a vehicle out here.
Yeah, eyes on box truck with black box.
Whoa.
Killborn's hit. Killborn is hit.
Did that come from
What?
here? Killborn's up, rolling.
Killborn, get over here. Get over here. Don't go.
There's a snipe.
Killborn's hit again.
Smoke, guys, smoke. Think shots are coming from east or west. Fuck. Well, I was trying to smoke it and it fucking misclicked on me. It's not even worth it. Yeah, no kidding. Guess I'm going for a walk.
Can someone tell Alpha to fucking stop that?
No, I think it registers if he's controlling an enemy.
I don't think that was an enemy he shot. I'm pretty sure that was just Banana Man.
He strikes again.
Alright, well, Coborn's running up to your position. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
If they're shifting towards the Imperium, can we just cover this place on artillery shells?
Probably, yeah.
Ben, just keep in the green circle. Just check that thing. It's kinda clear. There's civilians in it. Just head to the north. Like, fallen houses.
To the southwest, there seems to be 2 more trucks that are probably gonna have drugs in them.
Gosh, you go check them.
I know it's against our usual shoot absolutely everything, but we tried talking to civilians.
Yes, talk to the civilians.
2 more box trucks.
And fire.
There's a box truck on the northern end of the circle. Empty.
Civilian, just letting them run away.
Hey Spider, you have anyone with you?
I had Fiend. I appear to have lost him.
Fiend and Shucker checking trucks to the west.
Let's check this graveyard, guys. And the church.
That's a negative. It's outside the circles, but now just ignore it. Skip to the north of the green circle to those last 3 houses.
someone just threw purple smoke. Is that
Yeah,
disregard?
that. What's a misclick?
Or it might have been a mass cause, but it was already dealt with.
I don't think there was enough gunfire for there to be a mass cast. If that was enough, I'm very sad.
Surprised.
This is Kilborn pushing back into town from the south.
Gotcha. That you guys?
He's still killing Banana Man.
There's still a little bit more housing to the south of us on the main road.
That clear.
Looking at that.
Actually,
They are one away from critical drought.
Hey, Trooper. Trooper.
yes.
Head over to that compound right there. Cryleaf just went in there with a civilian. Make sure that civilian does not pull a gun on
That
him.
one?
Yeah. The one right there with the...
God, see, I don't think it needs
Yep,
to be
got it.
said, but don't shoot
Pushing in.
civilians on sight. I'm just...
Pretty sure he's talking to Alfar.
Yeah, I know, but still. Wait, are you guys still on Medical Freak?
No, we're not. That's
This is 203, you faggot.
Well, no.
Red House is
Friendly pushing in.
No, I mean, it's just, I just heard someone on Medical Freak was, you know, that you informed squad leads not to shoot civilians.
Crowley, if you're
Well,
over here.
he's saying it on the, in the, Zeus is saying it.
Oh, you meant the Zeus hint, okay. Yeah, someone said something on Medical Freak, which, yeah.
Okay, I believe every building in that thing is cleared now. Just by the look of the map.
There's
Yes, sir.
still one unmarked building, I think.
What are you doing on this day, sir?
Oh yeah, good. Good nice.
Good to hear.
Technically, too.
Welcome to my fine home.
I think
How are
that
you?
building... No, I think that second building you're looking at
Very
is
good to
attached
hear.
to another one.
I shall be going upstairs now.
Yeah, but you should mark every little individual piece of it, just so, you know.
Yeah, let's check it out anyway.
Yeah, that's the next, yeah.
Be advised,
Attention, Garner, watch out.
Just found a suspicious person in a house. Was wearing dark armor.
Huh.
Can I mark locations?
Don't kill him, he might have a dead man switch.
I'm not gonna kill him. I'm marking location.
Mark it with something special, there's a lot of marks right now.
You put like a red dot or something.
Red dot, green dot, blue dot, purple dot.
Exclamation point.
Four-colored dot.
Yeah, go ahead and pass it up to chain. Reference suspect mark.
I'm not seeing any fucking marks, dude. Please. Please, I'm getting scared.
It's right near the gas station at the south of town.
Hello.
What are you doing at the south of town?
They wanted me to check it out. Hello.
Hello.
I mean,
How you doing
fair
on this
enough, you
fine
died,
day, sir?
so.
I'm good.
Doing good.
Yes.
Good to
Yeah,
hear.
ready to make your way back to us.
You appear to be the Imperial Guardsman. What is that like?
It is glorious. You defend the Imperium, protecting innocents such as yourself against filthy Xenos and heretic hordes.
It's very honorable, sir.
I should hope so.
I'm just a trader, my friend. Just trade. I do my merchant stuff. Do you see? I have a shop over there. It's someplace I spend much time at.
Wow. What is that like, traveling the void all the time?
Oh, it's nice. I don't get out as much as I used to. I stay home much more than I did before. However, it's nice to, you know, spend some time in a place, and then when I'm out in the void, I get to do whatever I want. I'm
Got a
free.
couple go-karts here.
Sounds exciting.
It is. It really is. Sell my goods everywhere I go. And then I had to go home, get more goods, whatever it be.
Stacking up.
And it's always a good time.
Sounds like it.
Get in the corner
Oh,
here.
sorry, get yourself to safety.
Contacts on the road north.
Taking fire.
I see that.
What's
Very
that support?
dangerous, sir.
Yes, it is.
Is there a large number of them?
At least 3. Make that like 7.
Let's move back to the rest of the group.
Just took down a hostile.
Building clear.
They hit me with that grenade.
Alright, should be good. Opening. Breaching. Smaller building out here. To the
Friendly
left.
over here, bandaging up.
It's clear. Breaching. Clear. Mark all of them on map. That building has been cleared.
Friendly coming out. Got a hostile on the.
Spread out.
Had a hostile encounter me to the
continuing.
west.
Negative.
He's dead.
The
But
host.
yeah, in that courtyard over there to your right.
You
You
make,
go
make
through the
sure
gate.
you level up them. and
He's
make
dead,
them
but
dead. Not unconscious.
Not they're
I'm,
dead.
over the wall.
One guy from another squad's checking the corpses out right now.
Across the
Good
street.
shit. Did anybody get hurt by that?
I think Shuck is literally right next to one of the dead ones. Gonna go check.
Hit south.
I took a grenade to one of my legs, fucked it up.
Incoming fire.
I see green armor on near one of the dead ones, so.
Contact on top of you.
This is
Stop shooting at that building. Stop.
Hold fire, hold fire.
Holy shit, chill.
This is Coburn moving up the MSR to your position.
Fire's down.
Brother, why have you done this?
Rebellion's bandaging himself.
I need a medic in the building where I am.
Cation, get to him. Legs are fucked.
It's so sad. Why? Theo, my brother. My brother.
Fucking
Big shit.
Had a Mourner south down this MSR. Just keep eyes on.
Gotzi's completely fucked. Rip Gotzi.
Is he dead?
Dead as fuck.
Copy that. Gonna hop on.
Emilio?
Where's a medic? I need a medic bad.
We got one to the south. We got one to the south.
Thing for drugs?
Solid copy. Exterminate civilians.
All the trucks are just circle have been searched, I'm pretty sure.
I searched one right down the road.
Search again, just in
got
case.
some. Oh, nice one.
You guys, I got this reflex,
Rebellion.
so I'm coming back on foot.
Fix my arm.
How many? Oh. You know this is gonna use your bandages either way.
I thought you were going to use a packing kit since it's broken as well.
No. Simply bandaging it should fix it.
I don't think they have those settings.
Oh.
If we have the settings.
Does anybody feel like this is slightly casually racist?
Cool, so exterminate the town, copy.
Last wound.
All right, guys. Let's get up some defensive positions.
good?
Let's get off the road. Get off the road.
Yes, I'm not sure how. I had like 5 wounds on
If they roll in through the main road, we're gonna be
I
fucked.
bandaged most of them. Let's see, how much blood did you lose?
I've had my arm.
Spider
broken
Rebellion,
by
can you guys get into the house?
Medium velocity before.
Shit, incoming!
I am right behind.
Fuck.
Ow.
One down this alleyway. Need help.
Patch yourself up. I'll keep.
Yep. Kill one's moving into the garage. My leg got hit.
They're coming from many places at once. Watch out.
I'm bleeding somewhere.
Throwing a tourniquet on my leg. I got a bandage. Can somebody provide security?
You? Is it you who killed my brother?
I can
By
still sprint
flame?
fine, I think.
Was it
Yes, I
you?
can.
Oak traitor? Was it you?
Right, where the fuck are you guys? You're still in the thing? Or...
All these windows are.
Sir, you need to get out of here. This is a bad area.
Is it you?
Ah. Fuck. I should have. Status report, guys.
There's a civilian running around. Don't shoot him. One of ours went down right next to him. Avoid shooting at him.
Yeah, that was me, because nobody was covering me. And I was bleeding too fast.
Stego? Is that your name? If not, then you're not the guy who went down. Not the one I'm talking
Sharp
about, at least.
red.
Where are you?
Give me a minute, I'm bandaging myself up, then I'll give you coordinates.
Just, northeast, northwest. Where? Tell us now, you might go down.
No, where we got shot, I went, I think, east.
Inside the building?
Yeah. I can't tell, everything's black and white, so color's useless to me. Be advised, when I came back from being AFK, I engaged a couple to the southwest.
Is that north of us?
Well, I'm out of bandages and field dressing. Godsey!
Kill one's pushing in from the south again.
Where is your squad? Or where is the squad?
Should be at Marker Odyssey Booth 3 on the main road.
Northern side of the circle.
I saw a bad guy. I killed him.
What?
Fiend and Kilbert pushing in from the south. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm back.
Emilio Estevez, the slightly aroused.
Yep, he's a holy guy.
I don't need to know that he's at half chub. Like, that's...
Rebellion.
Alright. Slanesh heresy.
Stop any civilians you find, take them to the church, I guess.
We also got the 1001 pleasures.
Actually, that might be a bad idea. He is a fucking drug addict.
Me too.
Boy.
Friendly coming around.
Right, people. Where the fuck is everybody?
We're a bit scattered right now. Let's just regroup up.
Yeah, regroup on the main road. You know what I mean by the main road?
Wink, wink.
Kilborn's pushing up to the north side of the city on the main road. Guys, get behind some cover. You're wide out in the road. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm using
go.
that.
We're gonna get this through.
You should
I
be
just found drugs.
Well, I mean, you. All that goes through.
Everything alright?
I just found drugs.
Yep, he's dead.
I just saw someone like spawn in.
They got a couple of houses up north. It looks like they're not being cleared yet.
Hey, Grim, you wanna go hit those?
Yeah.
Right behind you.
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Kilborn and Fiend moving up slightly north to the northeast side of the road. Gonna clear houses.
Affirmative.
We're gonna regroup with you guys.
So I'm not
Sure
sure
thing.
why I
I'm good. Double tap some guy real quick.
Fire! North.
That was me.
We're gonna rally back to the dogs.
This looks like
I
this
told
might
you I
be
was
clear.
double tapping some guy.
It's clear.
Do you want us to clear these 3 buildings or no?
You got
No, there's another
it.
squad here. We don't need to bother them. Everyone just rally back on me, and we're heading back to the Warhogs.
Blue team's gotta cover rear.
I really should have handcuffed that civvy because that
Alright.
was the worker that was talking to us.
Next one.
That wasn't him. That was a different guy.
Same outfit.
Clearing,
Yo, it's 2
left,
civilians
right,
north, one's gone prone.
Copy that.
Make sure you set,
Let's go secure them.
One more. Actually, we got a little shack over here.
Yep.
Make sure there's nothing around them, because it's in the middle of the open.
What are
Clear.
current orders right now?
Secure civilians and bring them to the
Alright,
church.
next area.
Got it.
He's aroused now.
Boy.
Left clear, right clear.
I don't.
Last room, left clear, right clear.
His snake is super solid.
Friendly's coming out. Friendly's coming out. Go ahead, push.
Yep.
Got it marked. Pushing to this house.
Hello, Mr. Scientist. I am a doctor.
I'll check the other side.
Make sure they're not friendlies.
Got a civilian here.
Come out with the east.
Clear.
What do you mean contact south?
Hey, civilians. Let's safe here.
You have medical permission.
I do.
You don't mind.
Taking.
Some shit to the west.
Gunfire's closing in on us.
There's a shit ton of people west. God fucking damn it, help.
One coming around.
Fuck USA! They're screaming Mexican slurs at us.
Yeah, Mexicans.
Hey, don't shoot. We can work this out. We can work this out.
Hey,
wait, we can work this out. We can work this out.
Fuck.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Put the gun down.
You gonna fucking die, fool.
If he starts shooting at you, I can't do anything as I've got amputators.
Put the gun down.
If I had more bullets, I'd fucking shoot you in the head right now, dude. Fuck you.
You have 5
Someone tells me they're
seconds.
gonna blow up the church when we put everyone in there.
Well, I'm
Probably not.
Got him. Stop. Ceasefire.
When I mean contact, I mean a lot.
Ah, Jesus, guys, this is why you carry stuff.
Is he dead or?
No, his arms are wounded.
Okay.
I'm gonna provide cover for you
patch him up.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, patch his arms. Getting security, making sure he doesn't hop up.
Alright.
Godsy, pass up the chain net. We captured one.
Stay down.
What? One.
We captured one of the hostiles.
Alright.
Oh man, I just got some more bullets in my back pocket, dude. Fucking let me go.
Yeah,
No. Fucking let me go.
Also, kind of pinned
No,
down.
fucking goddamn it!
That's
It
like
dropped.
people
It dropped.
can't get out.
Holy shit! What the fuck is wrong with you, I said? Just kill me already. Holy fuck!
Alright.
Yep.
You're going with us. You're coming with us in here. Where else we should put him, or just put him in here?
Drop him in the house. More security. Oh God, what?
Hold on.
They just shot me when I was right next to a civilian and probably killed a civilian.
We got 4 just down south.
I don't know if they. God damn it! Did I glitch?
Don't shoot them unless they have a gun. Too late, the other squad
God
shot
damn it!
him.
I glitched. No, bro. Yeah. Go ahead and check. You wouldn't know.
Killborn's down.
Come on, give me up.
Be advised, one of those guys in the center up here who's still alive. I can heal him up and take a prisoner.
Killborn.
Everybody, I need an AFK.
Yeah, no, he bumped me with his civvy.
Rebellion, yellow.
Did you guys ship the civilian?
Spider could use some blood. Other than that, it's good.
Did you take
Civilian was killed by operator.
Okay.
I got your boy. I'll shoot him. Don't fucking shoot me. Hey, what the fuck? Oh, God damn it.
And this is why you take their guns. Strip their inventory.
I want to put him down. Thank you.
Come on, man. Fucking let me go. Oh, you're making me naked. That's fucked up. Don't look at my face. God damn it, man. Some bullshit.
Now you escort him away from the equipment so that if he gets loose, he doesn't grab it.
Put him against the wall.
Actually, just tuck him in the corner.
Alright.
Can you all please come back to the church? They're just assaulting it constantly now.
What the fuck?
I mean, they're still shooting at us.
Oh man, dude.
Hey, you're so intimidated by me. You can't do anything, fucking pussies.
Oh. This is just like my Japanese animes.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hey, you boys, I'm a big fucking.
Got a medic down there.
I'm Emilio Estevez's right-hand man. The
fuck you know me? Need immediate backup.
Hey,
Need backup at the north end of
prisoner
town.
got out again.
Warp shenanigans.
I'll be right there. Just sit tight.
Holy cow.
Fuck, I forgot to use that gun. Goddamn. Hey, you got anything in your backpack?
Never mind about that.
Don't hurt my banana.
You boys have a gun, right? If you see me again, just know that I got all the info. But you're fucking stupid and slow. Look at this boy. Fucking
Hey, wait.
I'm out of here. Aye.
How the fuck did this happen?
Bullshit.
Warp fuckery. Probably.
Right, how's everybody holding up?
Hey,
You guys
we
alright?
just got made prisoners.
Through magic.
Quiche.
Yeah, through magic.
Keishan has a prisoner, and I am currently benching him up at the current.
Where
Gonna
are
bring him back to the church any minute now.
Main road.
By the main road going out.
You're still a prisoner.
Oh great, am I in pain now? I'm in fucking pain.
Are you gonna die?
No, I'm just in pain. And now my pain's increasing. I have no clue why.
Did he throw tourniquets on you?
This is some warp fuckery.
Wait. I can just...
Alright, Rebellion's back at Oh god, we're all the way back here. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna run all the
Can
way.
you free me?
Stop jumping. Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm not. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Now free me. Now free me.
It's me, your sergeant. What's up?
Hello, Sergeant.
Hey, wait. Hey, can you?
I don't know, guys. I have a suspicion.
Yeah, thanks for saluting me. I appreciate that.
Of course, Sergeant.
Alright, so what's up with these vatos, man? Like, why are they all, like, not doing anything in this town, man? We gotta find the drugs.
Affirm, Sergeant. Following.
Alright, let's
Alright, yeah,
follow.
gotta find the drugs, man.
Wait.
Let's go,
Hey,
Sergeant.
get back, homie. Get the fuck back. I don't like people in my personal space. Alright?
Hostile around. Hostile around.
Hey, what's up, Gringo? Hey, what are your seniors? Fucking sergeants and shit, right? So show some down respect.
I'm still stuck.
Yeah, hold on. Alright, we gotta escort these guys. They're like heretics or some shit, alright? Let's take them through church.
No, Affirm.
They got praise the Jesus. Alright, let's go.
I'll provide covering fire for you guys.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
I can't even look
So,
around anymore.
where the fuck are you guys?
Apparently, we're being escorted by our Mexican accented sergeant.
Yeah. He's carrying me.
You're being escorted?
Meet us at the church.
Where the fuck are you?
We're on the main road currently.
Right, Sergeant. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, you're fucking heretic.
Don't shoot though.
This is why
What do you mean don't shoot?
Well, it's a complicated situation.
No, it's not. Call in the artillery.
Don't call the artillery yet.
So yeah, we got captured, and there was warp fuckery. We captured the man in the blue, and there was warp fuckery, and then we got captured through magic.
How?
And then this happened.
A lot of warp fuckery.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Fire.
we gotta like execute this fool, cause he's like a fucking heretic or some shit, okay? So here we go.
Wait.
Alright, now this one. Alright, we did it, boys! Hell yeah!
Right.
So is this black guys, black sun guy just gonna keep walking or?
Nah, dude.
Hey, Sergeant.
Oh shit. Hey,
Sergeant.
hey, come here.
Feet down.
Hey, come here. They need help. Come here.
Yeah, Sergeant.
I'm good.
Down.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm a sergeant.
good?
Come here, dude. We need your help, man.
Yeah.
These fucking dudes are crazy.
Corporal.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
shit! He fucking went down again. Oh no!
What the hell?
Hey, medic.
Can you free us,
Be advised,
please, for the
need
love
a
of the
additional
Emperor?
Medicaid at the church.
This guy. Wait.
Dude, seriously.
Rebellion's
Dude,
on his way.
can you let us go?
I'll get
Fucking
you
A.
I'm about to die.
Are we killing all these guys or what? No.
The guy sucks at executing.
We're
Need a
not
Medicaid
killing
at the
the
church now.
civilian.
Oh shit! I don't have anything to help. Hey, buddy. Hey. Nope. Can't search your bag. Great.
Alright, doing his arm.
Security, provide security.
I can't fucking see.
Alright, troopers, get on security, please.
Can't fucking see.
Oh, there's it.
God damn it.
Trench the streets, guys. Trench him.
You need morphine?
My medic is down. You'll have to give me a moment.
Why the
Alright.
fuck am I?
That's my dead body.
Oh.
You're bleeding. Hold on. Let me get you.
Well, free turn.
Actually, how about we pull back to the Warhogs like everybody else?
Phasing through things.
Alright, guys, let's move to the Warhogs. Move.
Hang on, I'm giving it
Yeah, I mean, I was
Okay,
about
hold on.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. We gotta get out of here. Move.
It's time to leave, get back to the Warthog, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Pulse. Okay.
Alright, you're good.
Alright, Chuck. I'm gonna give you morphine.
I do not like this guy.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta go.
What's shooting going on?
Do not fucking shoot them.
Was somebody executing the civvies?
No.
No.
I was shooting that guy's dead body because he failed at executing me.
Oh, okay. Just let us know next time.
Right, everybody run the fuck out. We're out of here.
By the way, none of us have that accent. If anybody has that accent, shoot them immediately. This is not rocket science, people.
You know, you should have figured he wasn't friendly by the
He wasn't. I was already arrested, and somebody didn't fucking free me for some reason.
I got free and then immediately arrested straight after.
I see. He literally had the appearance of a death call, so.
Go, that's how the
Shit. Keep fucking running.
Hey, that's my
Guys, cover the retreat.
Hey, it's him again.
Wrong warthog, mine.
Who's covering retreat?
Keep running.
Hey, we got somebody down.
Get on the main road. I'm coming down for you. I've got the warthog. Let me know when you're on the main road and I'll run.
We're on the main road.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hurry up. Okay.
Hold it right there. Everybody in.
Testing got there, Fiend. Get the fuck in.
Everybody in?
Where you guys at?
Get in. Get on the main road. Get on the main road.
Oh shit!
Put inside the building and drop it.
I is not in.
Everybody in. We're missing Killbone and Rebellion.
Alright, throw a smoke outside of your building and I'll drive up to you.
Crowley, but we're mounting up.
Not in my fucking warthog or not.
Yeah, not in this one.
We've still got
If you're not
Actually,
free,
there's
get
space
the
for
fuck
one
out.
more, alright? No one else gets in.
Hey,
Let me know when you've thrown that smoke.
Yeah, we
in
gotta
front of
move.
the building,
They're
I'll
pushing down the street. We gotta move.
They're coming down that way.
Oh!
Sorry.
Rebellion is down. Rip.
Considering CIA.
He said he's down, so he's fucking up.
I guess it's been free. We're booking it out of town. Over.
Got stuck on a corpse. Now this is the speed we should have been going. 90 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. So make sure you don't run over the only civilian.
Look at that fucking
that's
white
still
van
alive.
go.
Oh, you mean that guy right there?
Don't run him over.
Hit him, hit him,
Do not.
hit him, hit him,
Don't.
hit him.
I'd like to point out we left Rebellion behind.
Alright, hold it.
Exfil to your spawn point.
He'll be fine.
Hold it. Hold it. Right. Okay.
That's fine.
Oh no!
Alright, someone get in and go buy me a pack of cigarettes.
Alright.
Hello? Shopkeeper, we need cigarettes.
Wait, hang on. Oh, yes, Temple.
Rebellion's been captured, sucks to be him.
Why'd you do that? The store's a bit empty, yeah.
There's no shushing that.
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
I need to borrow this.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah, go for it.
Worst road trip ever.
I'm alright, jeez.
McDougal
Anybody
green.
get a pack of Doritos?
I don't think they have that. Hey, banana, what are you doing?
Nothing. Much.
That goes green.
Good team, good job. We actually did what our job was. Not to fight, to actually focus back.
You have a banana. It's much healthier than
thanks, bro.
there's not drugs.
Nice banana.
Like,
Don't know where the fuck I put it. Okay, yeah.
Security guys.
should we probably spread around in case we don't get just fucked up by
Get out of the road, get out of the
Yeah.
road.
Hey guys, shouldn't we be setting up a 360?
Yep. Pull up for 360 at the fucking spawn point. Make sure you don't get run over and cover every people.
Trooper
We
banana,
lost most
attempt
of
to
our
fake.
squad.
Yep.
Also remember that civilian that told you not to actually fucking run over? They did.
Oh, that was them.
360, do a 360.
2-1 lost most of its squad. Cryley's TFR fucked up at the wrong moment, so half of the squad didn't get out.
So, should I go back over here? What should we do?
Get a free. Try and get out of there, Necro. Roger that.
We got a yellow Humphrey thingy coming
It's
in.
friendly, it's friendly, it's friendly. Yellow trick is friendly.
Hey guys,
Yellow truck
if
across
you
that
hear
way.
me, just get back to the TB point, okay?
Cryley's TFR fucked up at the wrong moment, so half our squad didn't get back.
A lot of things got fucked over in Imperial if you can't.
Where's the TP point?
Yep.
We got most of the spot.
Oh,
I'm about ready.
The Spyro, what the fuck?
Barely made it out alive.
What's happening?
I'm not sure.
Do we teleport to spawn? Or just wait here?
Oh, it is left arm. Or right arm for me.
Right here then.
I think I see somebody up
Yeah,
in the hills.
bruised my leg.
Yeah, I thought I saw somebody too.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it looks like a hostile. If he aims the gun this way, I'm shooting him. I gotta say.
If it's rebellion, shoot him again because he's been captured.
He's down.
Oh, it's Snake. Don't worry. It's
He's
just
about bearing 45. You see it?
Oh, yeah, that was an enemy.
Still is. Take some cover, bud.
I'm gonna shoot it one more time.
Hey, you got him!
Up there he goes.
Good fucking shot, man.
Ripperino and Pepperino, boys.
Yeah,
Mission
keep the
complete. Let's go.
360 up.
Oh, fucking rippity doo.
He was planning to get a lot more of us.
Damn good job, boys. You did super well. I'm proud of you.
Yay, I did something. Yeah, did good, kid.
Hey, Vulcan.
Yep.
Teleport bull right behind where I parked the Warthog.
I run through the T people now.
Hey, Alpha, I like to report that we killed the guy.
Oh, fuck. There we go.
Wait.
Good point.
Alright, well, boys, line up.
Ready, form a line. Be nice and ready to get the debrief.
So back it up, I don't know. Just
Out there, Cable. I know you had a headache. But you did
Fiend,
pretty
was
good.
it you that was escorting him with us arrested?
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. Might have been.
That was like this. Right
Fiend is a
time.
heretic.
Yeah, you guys fucked up that. Especially me, because I was like, hey, wait, what the fuck is happening?
Got shot in the face. Instantly
I
killed.
didn't die.
Yeah. Our squad's called Medicaid Brigade. Nope.
We'll wait a couple more minutes for everyone else. I
Yeah,
moments,
alright.
not minutes.
Medicaid Mafia. Oh, I don't know what I've been told.
Also, you may notice that a very important medic is missing right now.
Airfuck?
Yeah, I'm missing Rebellion.
Yeah, Rebellion.
I haven't noticed
Yeah,
anything.
Rebellion is missing. You
Not-
wanna know where he is right now?
Captured.
No,
Yeah,
he's a medic.
captured.
No, Rebellion's a medic. We have a medic right here. Don't you see?
Yeah, he got taken away by the Black Suns. Now, to be fair, you guys did kill Emilio Estevez. He was the one with the, whatever the fuck you call that turban thing, and like the black ladder on the back. I don't know why, but anyways, he's in caster gear. He's a pretty fucking Rambo-y little fucker, huh? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And like a Rambo, he died like a bitch.
Chase, you have to this to for the trooper.
Return
or-
Rebellion here, by the way. But I will say that was a lot of fun. I had a great time tormenting you guys. One thing I have to say though, I tested your guys' capability to follow orders. You did it a little too well. I found some random ass gear, put it on my guy who escaped.
Oh, hey, that was me.
I took some.
Yeah, you guys fucked
I
up.
took some people and said that they were heretics, and some of you were actually like, "Oh, okay, sure, yeah, let's just go execute our own." I was like, "Yeah, dude, let's go fucking get them, dude." And I was like, "Start that shit." Oh, hold on, Dark Ember's having issues. 1 second.
It wasn't until I actively saw you kill someone, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, okay.
That was the dumbest shit ever.
Well, I was about to
That
shoot
was the
you,
dumbest
and
thing I've
then
seen.
I died.
I was part of a failed execution attempt, and I was one being executed.
Failed? I wouldn't say failed.
Yeah, he
Shot
shot
you
me,
in the
but then
face.
I got back up.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true. No one died but him.
Yeah.
That's why I knew it wasn't a real fight.
Hey, there's Rebellion.
Still
Oh,
can't.
welcome back, my boy.
Somebody go unlock him.
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Here, I'm about to give you your radio back.
Alright.
Radio's going to be on the ground. Have fun. There's your radio.
By the way, who was it that was working with me? I was like, hey, we gotta escort these guys, and like, sure, I'll give you supporting fire. I knew that they were in on it, but like, it was just funny as fuck. Who was doing that?
That was Fiend.
Theo.
Fiend? Yeah, you
Fiend, you animal.
Both
What's
Titus's and my interfaces just broke after we successfully captured Rebellion.
Alright, no worries, no worries. I took over everything. Alright, guys. So, before we start the debrief, actually, no, I'll do the debrief and then we'll do PTS. Okay, so, one, don't just assume because someone says their name is Sergeant and they're wearing blue armor or anything. I mean, it was really not in color code. Like, I'm gonna be honest. And plus, I was using a very weird accent. You guys just, I don't know. Don't just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna listen to this person because they claim to be a sergeant or something. Like, you need to make sure that you listen to your squad leaders, and that's who you need to worry about. Your squad leaders are your lords and saviors, and they will protect you. And Wasp is being a weird turtle. Anyways, but yeah, just make sure you listen to your immediate sergeants and your platoon lead. Just know who your leaders are, so that way, when someone grabs you and takes you away to a church to execute you, your friends will be like, wait a second. This isn't my guy. This isn't who I'm supposed to listen to. Because I'm not gonna lie, that was hilarious. And then I killed like 5 other people because they're like, oh sure. And then when one of them got up, I'm like, oh man, that's fucking crazy. How do you die like that? And you guys just, I don't know, it was pretty bizarre. So work on that. Another thing I would like to say that at the end there, I did go full fucking ham. The extraction was basically an evacuation. It wasn't like, oh, we have time to do this and that. No, it was get the fuck out. You're being hunted down by the remainder of the Black Suns. And yeah, so, anyways, any PTSs, go ahead and type them, and I'll go ahead and give you guys your PTS. Alright, Imperia first.
Just want to say that was good. Apart from every now and then it was age checks that kind of let us down a little bit. I know from the squad I was on for a little bit that it took us a little while to kind of nail the age checks. In the future, it would be nice to kind of, when someone calls an age check, try your best to do answer them when you can. I know there was towards the end it was a bit chaotic because we're being fired at and Cryleaf's comms went down, but we did okay towards the end. But yeah, that's about it. Just age checks, kind of keep on top of them.